reviewing their lineups, trying to find the right formula.
Yeah, especially the younger team. There's no real established pecking order, and guys can be wildly inconsistent from night to night.
And now the New York Knicks starters. They've got Robinson, Randall out there with Toppin. Then it's R.J. Barrett, and it's the general in at the point guard position.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Pass to Diallo. Pass to Adams. Robinson with the block. Randall down low. He's guarded by Diallo. Leaves it up and in off the pretty assist.
Yeah, Randall does a good job. His frame alone helps to create some space. Just with a little pivot there, able to find a way to score.
Adams trying to free himself up. And Doncic gets it to go.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
The general can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
A playmaker of Doncic's talents wasn't missing that gap. He quickly gets the ball to the wide-open man.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Greg, starting your career with the Knicks, what's the pressure like playing in New York City?
I tell you, the amount of media following you, the size of the city, it can be intimidating. But if you win, man, there's nothing like playing in New York.
Both free throws good from the general. Here are the Mavericks now. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
Well, if I had a calendar, I would have circled this one. But I love it when they get together. Last year, they split the 2 games between them, and I'll bet their battles are just as tightly contested this year.
Davis. No good on the shot. Now the Knicks take it the other way. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, that was a fun one to watch. Love seeing the desire that comes through when a team knows they have to turn it up to pull off the comeback.
And here is Doncic following the 3 from the general. Here's Finney-Smith, Toppin covering. Davis in the corner. 6 to shoot. It's hauled in by the general. For New York, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Randall no good. Not a fast start for the Mavericks. 4-point game. With the floater, here's Adams. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, the motor right now for Steven Adams is humming on the glass, getting after it.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jason Kidd and I talked a few minutes ago. He's looking for his guys to put up a terrific performance tonight, especially at the defensive end. He said, we want to use our length and athleticism to protect the rim and make it hard for shooters to get clean looks. This is the first meeting of the season between these two guys. We'll see how it comes out.
Appreciate it, D.A. They'll be trying to lock it down defensively. Guys, what do you think?
If you want to avoid a run-and-gun type of situation, this is the approach you need to take.
Slowing the pace is easier said than done. How will they go about it?
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Nerlens Noel checks in for Adams. Nasir Little comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Hardaway's checked in for Diallo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Terrence Davis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Lots of intrigue around Nasir Little and how it is that his game is going to evolve. Since entering the league, he's consistently worked on developing all of his abilities. Shooting, defense, rebounding. The sky's the limit here.
Shoots. The general. Good. The general's got 12 in the game.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
And Doncic, here we go. It's rebounded by New York. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played.
One of the more striking things about Emmanuel quickly is his ability to draw fouls and get to the line. That's pretty special for a young player He's automatic when he gets there.
The Knicks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Now here is Hardaway. Following the miss by Julius Randle. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And for a perimeter player to draw as many fouls as quickly. Brent, that's pretty impressive.
But there's some ability in there for him as a passer, too, so he can find teammates. He'll drive into the lane. Just a matter of him recognizing when it's time for him and time for a teammate.
The General. Good.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Mavericks trail by 10. Doncic, bounce pass. Connaughton kicks to Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Now here's Connaughton. He had 15 points last out. Randle with some nice D.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add two ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Here's the General. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Count that one. The General's got 20.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything else.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Knicks lead by 14. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Knicks team out there today.
On the attack, right from the tip, they've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Toppin is out there with Barrett. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Rogers, and it's the General in at the shooting guard. Doncic kicks to Diallo. Doncic dishes to Adams. The pass to Davis. The Knicks pull it in. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. That'll be the... Oh!
Yeah, this kind of balance is going to make a huge difference in R.J. Barrett's improvement in the league. When to score and when to be the assist maker.
Doncic against Rogers. And that one's good. Doncic has got his second bucket. Brent, do you think shooting has improved over the years, or are there just more good shooters on the floor?
Well, Kevin, if you had a bubble, I'd be bursting it right now, because if you look back over the last 10 years, maybe go 20 years, shooting has not changed. Percentages have not changed, both from two-point land, three-point land, free throw line. It's not that there are more good shooters in the league. There's just more surprises as to who it is you see taking the shots.
No good that time. And New York the other way now.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The General. Good.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Doncic feeling it out. Passes it to Diallo. It's Davis on the wing. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Davis has got his second basket of the night.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent,
we've reached halftime in this one.
That's the end of the first half with the score.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, One side trying to protect their lead. And you know the General has been really making it happen, guys.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
You've got Luka Doncic. He's out there with Terrence Davis. Amadou Diallo is out there with Steven Adams. And it's Finney Smith in at the four-man position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. And Greg, in the era of positionless basketball, Mitchell Robinson is an old-school center, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, during his first 4 years in the league, Robinson didn't attempt a single three. Has led the league in shooting percentage, so Mitchell knows his role.
Robinson against Davis, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
At the line for 2.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The Knicks leading by 14. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. The General passes to Barrett. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And you know what? This guy is just a natural-born scorer.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on the General. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Davis kicks to Diallo. Back to Davis. Pass to Doncic. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Doncic has got 12 in the game.
A great disruptor of the basketball. Luka taking matters into his own hands tonight. Great to see him play like this.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Outside, Davis. Randall against Diallo. From 11 feet away, Robinson with the block.
Such good instincts from Robinson there to throw that one away.
Here's the General. 33 points for him. Shoots from the corner. And the dunk by Robinson.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Dallas calls timeout.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
The Knicks making a switch here. Grimes is checked in. Dallas moving the ball around. Diallo kicks to Doncic. Here's Finney Smith. Tapping, covering. Clock is at 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's game face. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Third personal foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
The Knicks have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. And the Mavericks with some changes. Nerlens Noel checks in for Steven Adams. Nasir Little comes in for Dorian.
Substitution on the court.
"19 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Hey, yo, got here, baby.
Here's the General. He's defended by Connaughton. Here's game face. And he uses the glass on the layup. The General's got 36.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct. Just fanning the plane.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now trying to put this one.
And so it's the New York Knicks. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Back to the action in just a minute. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Steven Adams.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. The pairing up front, Toppin and Randall. Rodgers is out there with the general, and it's Barrett at the three, the small forward. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's game fake. There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that.
No.
Wow, he was up there, Kevin.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, you have to love the impact that Tim Hardaway Jr. has had on the defensive end.
He's got a great wingspan to bother shooters and contain penetration. Always aware of where the ball is on the floor. You could call him an underrated defender.
Diallo, he's checked in for Terrence Davis. Game face, and he converts the layup. The Generals got 42 in the game.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Diallo finds Doncic. From outside, off the mark. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Knicks. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Doncic outside. That's to Diallo. Greg, we know a lot of teams using former NBA officials now working as consultants to teach their players how the refs see the game. I guess always looking for that edge.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's a great idea because philosophically sometimes as the rules evolve, players got to learn how to evolve with them. So not getting the calls you might expect, also how you communicate with officials. I think all of that stuff plays a big role in just furthering that dynamic between the officials and the players. And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Davis is checked in. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for New York. Quickly comes in for Rodgers. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Drains it from beyond the arc. 48 points for the General. And with Doncic in the pick and roll game, he's so good at such a young age.
It's amazing how well he reads the defense, but he can also freeze the defender or create confusion with that hesitation. He has all the tricks to run it.
And the whistle blows, it's going to be on the General. That's his third foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Down low, here's Finney Smith.
Like watching Randall get down, use that frame, and use those feet to move around defensively.
And again, that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Doncic against quickly, and they double up Doncic. The three from Davis. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Adams against Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Now the pass to Diallo. Yep, that one goes in there.
A wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
And the media is able to vote on awards like all rookie, but Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary. Any concern there?
No doubt there is, but somebody has to decide those awards, right? And no matter who it is, there's always going to be some pushback. So as long as contracts are tied to them, that power will be in someone else's hands.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for New York.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the General.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
He got it again. Sensational. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
There's 48 seconds left in the fourth. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection. Yeah, the defender all over it.
Second personal foul. 4th team foul.
That's good from the General.
Shooting for New York. At the line for 2.
Both free throws good from the General. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Hart the pass to Green. Now here's Noel. Defense is right there. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, when Nerlens Noel stays very confident offensively, good things like this tend to happen.
That's good from Noel. All free throws good from Noel. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Driving to the basket.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
To the left side wing. And here's Hardy. So no problem for New York as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they control the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us.
Congratulations, you guys really pulled away thanks to you finding the bucket. How does it feel?
Man, listen, there's a lot of love on this squad, man. And these guys go out here, and these guys are my brothers, flat out. You know, they trust me to take these shots. So it feels good to get, validated that they trust me by knocking them down.
Did the coach tell you to look more for your outside shot?
Man, coach wants us to take the right shot. And that's usually an open three-pointer or a layup. They were laying off me tonight, so, I took the shot. But if they press up, I know my teammates are going to cut and get open after that.
Looks like a winning strategy. Right on. Thanks, man.
No, I have never played against him. This is my first time ever even seeing his name. I've never heard of him.
Is King Havoc? I think that's him. I've heard of him. I know he's in the Pro-Am community.
But I'm pretty sure he's a great opponent because he's the PS5 Vital Champion. He's the champion for everything.
Not really.
And to the surprise of some league observers, a number of rookies are already making huge contributions, Grant.
And it's so much fun to see these young players stepping up. getting thrown right into the fire, and for good reason. When you have 2 or 3 stars eating up your salary cap, you need the guys on rookie contracts to perform, and they are.
And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks. We've got Julius Randle, Obi Toppin out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's R.J. Barrett, and it's the general in at the point. The shot no good, and Houston will come the other way. Porter with it. Randle's in his pocket. Porter the pass to Smith. Houston gets it back. Pass to Wood. Here's Christopher. Shot clock at 6. Second chance effort. It's not going to go for him. Here's the general. Covered. Oh, wow! Oh,
watch out for that.
Big finish.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Now here's Porter. We saw him with 39 points last game. Shot on the wing. They get the rebound. Smith. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Well, for the Knicks, what's it going to take to bring them back to the glory days?
Oh, that's a loaded question, B.A. But first of all, a superstar would certainly help. They haven't really had one for quite some time. If they can either develop or attract an elite all-star player, that would be a start to turning this New York franchise around and becoming possibly a contender. Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Here's the general. He's guarded by Porter. The general, no good.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
New York foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Porter. 5 on the clock. Let's go with a 3. The Knicks with the rebound. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
I think everyone in here felt that dunk.
No question. That is a power-packed windmill jam. Wow.
And you just know that's going to have a big effect on this team. I mean, their blood has to be pumping after that one, and the heart rate racing a little faster, too.
Christopher misses.
He was so well positioned to interfere with the shot.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
Quickly is checked in for New York.
Second team foul.
The Rockets have gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Pass to Wood. It's Christopher on the wing.
New York foul. Julius.
No doubt about it. The Rockets are in a rebuilding mode. I mean, I know it's a phrase we often use, but
New York has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Here's Grimes. Here's the general. Coming off a solid outing against Dallas.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
that's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
And for the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson is out there with Obi Toppin. And it's Grimes in at the small forward. Robinson with the block.
Thanks, guys. Well, the general, their last time out against the Mavericks, just played phenomenal. He had 65 points and was locked in from distance. It was impressive. He put up significant numbers. So the question becomes, can he do it again?
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust. or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. The Rockets trail. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Lays it up and banks it in. Porter's got his second basket.
For Porter Jr., I think it's about shot selection. Taking smart shots, including when he's in close.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line. A chance at a three-point play.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
And the Knicks making a change here. Barrett's checked in. Fires in the triple.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
And just continuing to impress at every level. Smith Jr. was a 5-star recruit, led Auburn to a great season as a freshman, and he's just starting to tap into his potential now.
And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Here's the General. He's guarded by Porter. The General.
With his size and versatility, Porter Jr. is really a strong defender, especially when he's defending the point or two guard.
A shot from the low post is good. And the Rockets lead by 1.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Smith Jr. with incredible upside credit. And he's got the work ethic to make it all happen.
Yeah, he really does, B.A. He's a humble guy. He puts in extra time at practice, and it really shows in his skill set. Just very advanced for his age.
It's stolen. Here's Rogers. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Pass to Robinson. Banked it in off the glass.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
The Rockets have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Outside Porter. Guarded by Barrett. They get it back. Smith. And good on the 7-footer. Smith's got 6.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Here's the General. Here's Toppin. Tries again. And the layup is good.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And every team has them. Those games where you just don't have it. Why does that happen? And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here.
That's the end of the first half. With a score, your Rockets 33, the Knicks.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Now here's Porter. Smith out there with Christian Wood. Then there's Josh Christopher. Then there's Kevin Porter. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Here's Christopher. Guarded by Barrett. Christopher's shot is good. 5 points in the game.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, Brian. Well, the Rockets have a young team, and the wins are still hard to come by. But big man Christian Wood said everybody likes each other. We're all close off the court, and we just got to show that same chemistry on the court. I tell these young guys that we have to stay together. Brian?
That's a big part of it, Allie. Thank you.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Pass to Porter. And if you're just joining us, we played just over a minute here in the third. Misses from close range. New York has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Here's the General.
Oh, my goodness! Disrespect. Yeah, never a bad idea to have Randall with the ball. Just a great passing forward.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt. Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
Here's the General. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Knicks lead by 6.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Porter, the pass to Smith. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
Smith, second personal foul.
The first one falls.
Team foul. At the line for the Knicks.
Both shots good from the strike.
Well, you know, after he was jettisoned by the Cavaliers, Kevin Porter Jr. getting a second chance here with the Rockets, and they put the ball in his hands and believe in him.
Back to Porter. Offensive rebound. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to go on R.J. Barrett.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
That's their first personal foul. First team foul.
And Kevin Porter with an opportunity in Houston now to learn from his past mistakes.
Well, B.A., controlling his turnovers, now still a work in progress, but all these early reps.
Power it home!
Oh, wow! Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Tate's checked in for Porter Jr. To the middle. And Mitchell Robinson picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And the Knicks making a change here. Reddish is checked in.
Checking in for the Knicks, Cam Reddish.
Here's Wood. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Christopher. 6 on the shot clock. Uses the glass on the layup.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
For New York, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Here's the General.
Rockets foul.
Houston making some changes. Şengün comes in for Wood, and it's Martin in for Smith. And a switch here also for New York. Quickly's checked in. The General on target from range. He's got 25.
They are shooting the lights out and doing a good job of maintaining this lead.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Hey, expanding his range.
Rockets foul. P.J. Martin, third personal foul.
The Knicks with the lead.
Team foul.
Pass to the General. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Fourth personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Team foul. Shooting.
So he gets them both.
And really strong at the line since the break.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Outside Tate. 1:14 left in the third. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal
It's going to go on Emmanuel quickly. That free throw no good.
At the line.
And he sinks the second. New York has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Inside. Oh, deflected. Here's the General. 27 points for him. 5 to shoot. And the three-pointer goes.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
To the inside. Here's Martin. And he jams it home with authority.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand pull punch.
Here's the General. And again, New York with the triple.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And the layup is good off the glass.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And out of bounds. The Rockets will take it.
In for the Knicks, Quentin Grimes.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third. Here's Christopher. Give him 8. Shot from 12. Oh, at the buzzer! Wow!
I didn't think he was going to get...
And so it's New York closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. New York has gotten 7 of 12 three-point attempts to fall. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Toppin plays the 4 with Randall in its center. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's the general in at the shooting guard position.
Putting the defender and the popcorn maker. I mean, Randall developed.
Substitution on the court.
Outside Tate. Four on the clock. Here's Porter. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
When you look at Kevin Porter Jr., Clark, he provides versatility out of the backcourt.
Bringing value as both a scorer and playmaker. BA. KPJ is not your traditional 1 or 2. I think he's more of a combo guard skill set, and his athleticism makes him an X factor. He's very comfortable with or without the ball.
To the paint. Here's Wood, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
An area of big improvement for Christian Wood recently, his defensive presence. He's been doing more on that end of the floor the last couple of seasons.
Christopher, he's checked in for the Rockets. That defensive improvement certainly shows up in Wood's stats, Clark.
Clearly, you look at his rebounds, BA, his shot blocking, all areas where he's making a bigger impact. You love seeing a guy like him, who took a while to find his way into the league, step up in that manner.
Knocked loose. In transition, here they come. And out of bounds. Houston will have it.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game. Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time for New York. They've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. And again, the Knicks missing.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
New York has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. The general, no good.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Another steal. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. And he banks in the layup. Give him 35. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Christopher misses.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
The general, no good.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Christopher's shot is good.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're on top by 7. A minute 58 left in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
Well, he has absolutely been ferocious in this one. Right from the opening tip. I mean, he's made his presence felt. It's been impressive watching him outwork and out-hustle everybody during this game.
I'm telling you, the added pressure of the road really brings out the best in him. You can tell he enjoyed playing so well in front of an unfriendly crowd. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. No good on the three. New York has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Pass to the general. A minute 29 left to play in the fourth quarter. Now Randall, covered by Smith. Here's Rogers, 6 to shoot. From downtown. And the Knicks miss again. And there's the lob. And Wood with the stuff.
Wood embracing the moment and knocking down a big shot.
Pass to the general. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
That one rocked this arena.
That's the kind of dunk right there that makes you think he's going to rip down the rim.
Now that is some real industrial size strength right there.
Here's Wood. Good work defensively by Robinson. And so it's New York with it. They've led by as many as 11. And an intentional foul right there. Quickly is checked in for New York.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6. And so he drops them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
Timeout called. Houston. They're trailing by 7. There's 42 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Smith. No good on the quick three. Here's the general. He's guarded by Porter. Down low. Here's Toppin. Smith with the rebound. And not much left to play for at this point.
Hey, you give it your all and let the chips fall where they may. Just wasn't their night.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. The Rockets with another miss. Here's the general. Pass to Toppin. Now Robinson. Out left to the wing. And so this one belongs to the Knicks. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying...
So yeah, I'm already scouting my opponent. I'm even talking to Discord.
I'm studying his play style, how he plays, and yeah, just watching him.
I'm like, I have to focus now how I'm gonna beat him that day.
So I'm gonna have to adapt and adjust in the actual game.
A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Levine and DeRozan, the lethal wing pick. Williams and Vucevic hold down the post for him. And it's Ball in at the 1 spot. Bean passes the ball. Randall against DeRozan. Pass to Vucevic. Over to the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's ball. Robinson pulls it in. Looking at the Knicks, they took the win in their last.
Oh, okay. And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Ball, the pass to Levine. DeRozan against Randall. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Levine.
Physical defense, but DeRozan with great focus and great upper body strength.
Wow, hammering it in.
My goodness, his head was above the rim on that one. When he rises up, folks, it almost looks as though he's not human.
He really is the picture of power, isn't it?
No doubt.
Here's Ball. He had 15 points last outing. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, I got a few minutes with Billy Donovan. This will be the first game this season against this team. He knows they're great rim protectors, but he doesn't want his guys to back down. He told them, push the action, stay confident. You may get one sent back. Don't let that deter you at all. Kevin, they're going to keep trying to be aggressive all game.
Okay, David, thank you. We'll see if they can execute Greg well enough to beat the good defense.
Yeah, and it's about identifying the right matchup. You almost always have an advantage somewhere on the floor.
You can bet they've been doing a lot of scouting, really getting a chance to prepare for this game. This should be an interesting game of adjustments.
And it's DeRozan missing.
This is the shot you want, right?
Oh,
did you see that?
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Knocks it loose to the wing on the left. Here's the general. He's covered by Ball. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Williams in the post. Outside, Ball. Robinson against Vucevic. 5 to shoot. Back to DeRozan. Over Randall. And it's DeRozan missing.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink. And Smitty, in that 21-22 season, DeMar DeRozan proved to be one of the top closers in our game.
You're totally right, GA. He led the NBA in fourth quarter points and finished second in clutch scoring. He embraced the challenge and thrived playing the role of the hero.
Al Levine. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Ball, the pass to Vucevic. And they pick up 2.
Good physicality inside from Vuce. He's not afraid to mix it up with the defender.
Here's Game Face. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Lonzo Ball picks one up. The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the night.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
The Bulls making a switch here. Snow, he's checked in for Vucevic. And as Freedom comes in for Patrick Williams. Osumu, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Alex Caruso in for Ball. The pass to the general. .54 seconds left in the first quarter. Drops in the layup for 2. The general's got 16 points.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Caruso, bounce pass. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
Alex Caruso, he can make that pass in his sleep.
Here's Game Face. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 18.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Passes it to Dosunmu. Levine with it, and it's Reddish picking him up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Despite facing criticism along the way, Zach LaVine's blocked out all the haters. Now he's one of the most prolific scorers in this league.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Inside, McKnight, and he goes in for the dunk.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
This has been a beatdown right here, possibly over before it began.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Cam Reddish.
He's 6'5", but he has elite athleticism. Levine with the size to compete on the interior.
6 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's the general, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
And so it's the New York Knicks with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside. That's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Right back after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for New York?
For me, it's all about playing downhill. They've been making it look easy to find penetration in this one, attacking the lanes and forcing the issue with the defense.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Preparing up front, Toppin and Randall. The general is out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Barrett at the small forward. They're the group New York will start the second quarter. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the general in his last time out against the Rockets delivered quite a performance. He picked up 39 points, and he was in a groove all game long from both the free throw line and behind the arc. And he made it look so easy out there. Everything seemingly came to him effortlessly. Let's see if he has a similar outcome tonight. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish, putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to come away with the W.
Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times. You really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
Outside DeRozan. Pass to Dosunmu. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Here's Toppin. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Nice work to get it inside.
So we wrap up the first half. Nick.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, the Knicks 38, the Bulls 29.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And you know the general has been really making it happen, guys.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Ball and Levine are the guards. Oh, that was something else.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. New York leading by 9. Here's Game Face. Offline with his 3.
And Smitty, we've seen Nikola Vucevic add a 3-point shot to his arsenal.
This is a shot he didn't have early on in his career. But GA, as the game has continued to evolve, so has Vucevic. Recognizing bigs like him have to be able to stretch the floor.
And And an incredible double clutch dunk. Wow.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. DeRozan with it. Toppin's there. Williams passes to DeRozan. It's deflected. They recover it. The three, Levine. It's rebounded by New York. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. That bucket in no time at all. And that's 31 points for the General.
What a beautiful look. Randall continues to round out his game in the prime of his career.
Pass to Vucevic. The kick out to Ball. Off target with his three. The Knicks leading by 11. Right now I've sent it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, guys. Growing up, Mitchell Robinson didn't play basketball, but a 7-inch growth spurt in the 8th grade changed things. He fell to the 36th pick overall in 2018, but his physical tools have made him a presence. One key to his success, he says, just run the floor. If you're the first man down the court, you can get the ball. Kevin, that sounds pretty simple to me.
It does to me, too. Keep it simple and use that athleticism. David, thanks. Toppin can't get it to go.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Here's Game Face. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. And now that's 35 points for the General. Bulls trail by 15. Ball, the pass to Levine. DeRozan against Barrett. And Vucevic gets to DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. Shot to stop the run. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got 5.
I love the vision by DeMar DeRozan. He found the wide open teammate.
The General passes to Randall. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Toppin throws it down.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
There's a minute 47 left in the third. Chicago calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
And New York making a change here. Quickly's checked in. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Snow, he's checked in for Vucevic. And as Freedom comes in for Patrick Williams. Ozumu, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Alex Caruso in for Lonzo Ball. Here's Randall. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Greg, just like you, Julius Randle is a southpaw. Left-handed.
Yeah, and you know, the angles are different for lefties. We operate a little differently. And I think that can throw defenders off. So I'm always going to pull for the southpaw.
The Knicks making a switch here. Reddish is checked in. Now here's Dosunmu. He's tightly guarded. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Levine looking around. There's the pass to Dosunmu. Back to Levine. Takes it from 10. Toppin pulls it in. Toppin's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The General can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 15. Now here's Dosunmu. He's got 7, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Obi Toppin. A few opportunities so far at the free throw line. He's made one, he's missed two.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Such a wide open look. 41 points for the General.
Oh, great ball movement there.
58-41.
Stolen away. Puts up a three. And again, New York with the triple.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And so it's New York closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We come back right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Randall and Robinson will be the inside pair. Jalen Brunson out there with the General, and it's Barrett at the 3 slot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Here's game face, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
It's just a passing clinic from them in this game. Solid communication and unselfish play all around.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Passes it to Vucevic. Bulls moving the ball around. Williams in the post. Randall on him. Just 2 to shoot. Here's Vucevic. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
Substitution on the court. DeMar DeRozan. 1 shot.
DeRozan, a raw athlete entering this league. He's worked on his skill to the point where he's now a perennial all-star candidate.
The General passes to Toppin. Here is Rogers to the left wing. Here's the General. Unloads. And that time, also a missed shot. To the middle. Here's Vucevic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
One of the most underrated players in the league. Vucevic can do just about everything offensively. It makes him so tough to guard.
Julius Randle's checked in for the Knicks.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
That's good from the General.
At the line, 2 shots.
Both free throws good from the General.
And he's given them a good contribution at the line tonight, getting there a lot and delivering on his opportunities.
2 minutes remaining.
Ball, the pass to Vucevic. Over Robinson. There's Levine. No good there. Now the Knicks take it the other way. They led the game at 1 point by 20. All going up court. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
He's up in his playmaking skills. When Levine notices an open teammate, he whips the pass over.
New York calls timeout. They're up by 6. 1:44 left to play in the final quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, the General.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back. DeRozan
finds Vucevic. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter. No good. Shot missing. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Here's Game Face. They get it back. Toppin off on the layup.
I love how he's willing to sacrifice his body in there, giving maximum effort. That's what it takes on the defensive boards.
Here's Ball. Williams trying to break free. Ball, no good. The Knicks leading by 6. Here's the General to the inside. Nice D from DeRozan.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 5.
When Lonzo Ball is healthy, he's effective. A multi-talented point guard, in my opinion, with great size.
Manuel quickly, he's checked in for Rodgers.
13 foul.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Third personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Adding a little cushion to their advantage. Nice work at the line.
And the Bulls call timeout here. They're trailing by 7. There's 42 seconds left in the game. And it's the Bulls with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Pass to the General. There's the 3. Rebound collected by Levine.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They lead by 5. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
For a t-shirt call.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And good! He hits it again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're behind by 7. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
They are left picking up the remains of their game plan. Better luck next time.
Kaminsky, and too long on the shot. Pass to Grimes. Here's the General. Terry covering. So it's New York picking up the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and